Round entry 802. Also, Lost Hook, you can take your person back. You know, I've already done your infamy. 802, threat +1. Lost joke. Starting
What?
with the threat +1.
That's your job.
What am I doing?
Threat +1. Starting with the player with the highest infamy and proceeding clockwise, each player with one or more constellation tokens must resolve their constellation tokens. So we'll do that. The only person who has done that is Craig. Craig, get rid of your constellation token. You got one.
Okay.
Which means you will do one thing. So open up your book. Put a check mark next to this first one and read it.
Okay.
And then, you know, do it.
Tricking someone into giving you loot is amusing, but turning around and tossing it overboard like it's nothing? Well, that's the stuff of legends. I choose one treasure belonging to another player. I may steal it, or I may discard it to gain infamy
Jesus,
+3.
Your character is all about stealing from other players.
Yeah.
Well,
Didn't I get this knife sharpener by accident too, though? It was like totally random.
Yes. You're already at the top of the infamy chart, so getting more infamy does not help you at all right now.
Well.
And it also says you may steal it. It doesn't say that you have to steal it. You can choose to steal it if you want another treasure, although then you'll be at your max. You can't get any more.
I don't know if I want to be at my max.
If you're at your max, let me double check that. Player can never have more than 4 treasures in play at a time. If a player would ever put a 5th card into play, they must first discard an existing treasure, or they may choose to discard the new treasure. But you do get a +1 supply if you do that. So.
Can I choose to discard a card that says discard to gain something before that happens?
I believe so. No, I'm not sure. Let's see. Some cards have an effect that activates when discarded. These effects only resolve when players discard specifically for it. When a player discards for any other reason, including when burying treasure or discarding down to 4, you do not resolve that discard effect.
Well, when are you allowed to choose to discard the card, though?
Players can only use discard effects during their turn when you're resolving the action that you picked from the book. Which we're past that now.
So theoretically, I could just decide to discard it before drawing another treasure.
Yes, you could.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to steal from the first mate again.
Just antagonizing the first mate. We have no leadership on this ship because the first mate is so angry at the trickster for stealing all his shit.
He also refused to let any of us eat, so...
You stole from me first. The very first
thing
you did at the start of the game was steal from me. Everything I've done was been reaction to you stealing from me.
That's what I do, though. It's like...
Well, enjoy not eating then.
It's like letting a scorpion ride on your back and getting mad when it stings you.
Alright, you can close your book.
I didn't hire you on. In fact, I think our captain is the one responsible for this.
He's ultimately the one responsible. I'm still going to kill you, actions.
Did the ship move this round?
I'm help you mutiny against the captain, then.
Read the entry on the new space.
You are just going to be the first on my list of people I'm going to kill regardless.
You find a charming piece of land in the middle of the ocean. It isn't much, but it proves to be a great place for a pirate picnic. If there's one thing pirates love, it's picnics. Everyone has a lovely time, but as you while away the hours, the weather turns.
Alright, remove this navigation token from the game. And then also, supplies +2. Craig. Discontent -1. Lost joke.
I can't because there's no snap point on mine.
Is there? Did I seriously put it on the snap point? Put it on there. Yeah, just put it on there. It's fine. I believe I forgot to put snap points on these things. All right, 9 and 5 are the only ones left. Let me do this real quick because Jesus Christ. I really thought that I had finished this, but apparently not. All right, now you can put it on. Was it 9?
Yeah.
All right, and then Craig, set dial A equal to the number of players, which is 3.
Dial A. Okay.
Turn to page 11. I'm gonna do this in order. Turn to page 11. Lock action 1. So we no longer have to do Hungry Crew. Hungry Crew is not a thing. Check threat. So, Lost Joke, what's our threat like?
2.
And what does that mean?
I don't know.
Well, it's your job. What does it mean? Look, you have to tell us what it is in relation to the card.
Just 2 threat and goal reach Precipice Island. We didn't reach the island, but we have 2 threat.
We do
I don't
have
know
2
what
threat.
means.
That means we do a threat event. Which means so basically, double check. I'm gonna double check the threat event, but I'm pretty sure it means we check off the first threat event and we do what it says. Where's this? Here, losing, checking threat. When directed to check threat, if the number of threat tokens on the threat track meets or exceeds the current objective threat card limit, which it does, it meets it at 2, check off the next unchecked threat event box on the ship log and read the entry. So, threat event, checked. Read entry, 791. 791. Yar.
A sickly-looking parrot crashes onto the deck. The crew gathers around it, thinking it is surely dead.
Oh, the poor little blighter.
Blubbers sad Sally.
Stop your weeping.
Captain Vance chuckles as he pushes everyone aside.
This here is me old parrot Flapjacks, and believe me, he will outlive us all. What is it, me boy?
Flapjack jumps to life, rustling the sad patch of feathers on his back.
Razor on the move.
The parrot squawks.
Razor coming for you. Coming for
The
you
smart
all.
parrot.
The crew gasps, fearing what Captain Razor would do if he found them.
Let's get moving then.
Captain Vance shouts.
Lost joke, discontent, +1. Move special location 962. 1 space toward the ship. Oop. 962, by the way, apparently the game ends if we ever get 962. So, yeah. Are the ship and special location 962 on the same space? No. Remove all threat from the threat track. Alright, so we're back to square one. We still need to reach Precipice Island. But there we go. So, the order of operations is Craig and the Masked Pirate, then Lost Joke, then me. The timer is going to start. We have 40 seconds to pick. Remember that someone must do sail. But don't worry about Hungry Crew. Timer is setting now. Lost Choke, your turn. Okay, and then I'm going to chart, I think, of course. That's it. We're done. So because we had that nice picnic, we don't have to worry about the hungry crew. I guess I'll go first. Chart a course. Exploration +1. Nice, I get another thingy. Then perform an exploration check. You hit Craig. 4 plus 5, 6, 7. My total is 7 on that one. Scout 3 spaces. Nice. That's actually really nice. So scouting lets us kind of see what's going on. When a player is directed to scout one or more spaces, the player does the following in order. Draw a navigation token from the face-down supply and place it face-down on an empty space on the map board that is either adjacent to the ship space or adjacent to a previously placed navigation token. Repeat this however many spaces the player is directed to, and then flip them all over. So I don't get to choose. So I'm going to scout right here. How many places do I get to scout? 3. I don't know that I get to do anything for these 977s because I think these are already technically flipped over.
Since it's not a previously placed navigation token, I don't think you could go over there anyway.
Yeah. I don't think I can scout that way.
That
so
means like an island or something.
Yeah, well, it means yeah. I could scout here. I think I could scout any place adjacent to the ship. So I could scout anywhere around the ship. Or I could scout there. I guess I'll scout here. Should I scout northwest as well? Or should I continue to scout south? Like here.
Northwest in case this one looks really bad or something.
Okay. And then we flip all of them over. And so these are our potential movements. And that's me. That's my turn. Do I want to do anything? No, not right now. Craig. It's you. Man the sails. Woman the sails.
Alright. Brawn +1. And a brawn check, so I'm at basically 5. Right now I'm gonna discard the rum to give to the crew.
Okay.
Or disgruntled because they're not being fed.
Put it right here.
And whose fault is that?
Yours.
Yours.
You made the decision.
You made the decision to steal from me twice.
Yeah.
Gotta let Lost Joke do the discontent. That's his job.
Yeah.
That's his job. That's okay though. You done it. Well, yeah.
You already did it.
All right. Well, you don't get any infamy because you're already at the top.
It doesn't matter. So let's see. I've got 4 brawn +1 from the stick.
So that's 5 with a potential +4.
Spend a supply. Reducing dial A seems to be a good thing.
I actually have no idea what the dials do.
I think I've got a pretty good modifier though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any possible way that you can get 1 to 5 at this point, just with your natural modifiers. So
5 plus roll.
Nine.
9.
So reduce dial by 2.
Dilated by 2. Right.
Okay. And that's it. That's you. Take your die as well. It's going to be you again, because the mass pirate is next.
Okay. Captain's quarters, fill it in, and we'll read the entry.
Okay. Captain's quarters, read entry 044. 044.
You run
long
past Captain Vance, trying to hold back your tears.
What's wrong, me matey?
He asks. I don't want to talk about it. You blubber, salty tears running down your cheeks. The captain sighs.
Your heart got broken again, didn't it?
You give a sorrowful nod.
Lordy be, you're one of them pirates of the new generation. Always talking about your feelings and whatnot.
It's not fair, Captain. You sniffle. You give someone your heart. You don't expect him to just hurl it back in your face. Captain Vance chuckles at this.
I had me heart broken once.
He says,
Beautiful lass, my Esmeralda. Smartest little thing I ever saw. Hair red like fire. And she set a fire in me bed, too. I loved her, I did. The lure of me life's quest took me away
literal
from her
fire.
one time too many.
She's a
She
pyromaniac.
ended it, of course. I still feel the pain of it right here.
and he taps his chest. You sniffle and wipe your snotty nose on your jacket sleeve. How do you get over it, Captain?
Several pipefuls of crystallized sour cat mushrooms. Hallucinated for 13 days. When I came to, I was wearing a new bear pelt and nothing else, and had the legendary treasure of Captain Ernest Birdwhistle in me hands. But, in your case, I'd just stick to letting some time pass, okay?
Yeah, okay, Captain.
You gain one skill of your choice, Craig.
Okay, this time I'll take exploration.
Okay.
Yeah,
You get
that
another
kind of thing.
All right. Last joke. 'Tis you. Navigation +1, then perform a navigation check. Did you get another star? You didn't. So 10 plus 2 is 12.
They're all pretty much the same.
No, one is infamy -1, one is infamy +1, one is infamy +2, and you get to do less stuff to move if you would have gotten 18 plus. So you do get infamy +1, which does mean that you are first now. You are highest infamy now. And then
Where
you
do
may
we wanna go?
spend supplies and hulls is the same, so 2 supplies hulls to move 1 space. 25 has a ship, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. And it's a sunny
For
day.
pirates, any strange ship is bad for us.
Well, 5 doesn't have anything, but 5 also kind of doesn't get us any closer to where we want to go. Plus, we need to be careful about this other ship that seems to be following us.
Yeah, I'm not scared of the ship. We don't know that it's a warship or anything.
You know.
Also, I think we should just do supplies this time, because if we go to 0 supply, we don't necessarily lose, but if we go to 0 hull, we do.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So, does that sound good? First mate.
Fine.
Alright, 2 supply.
Okay. I forgot to read this. That's right, though. Doesn't matter.
Could last joke just move right past the ship and go to 970 and go into the clouds?
Let's see. I don't think so. I think... Let's see.
Why would we?
Moving the ship and the game effects instructs the player to move ship. The player moves the ship to an adjacent space. Each time a ship would move on to an empty space, a space without a navigation or special location token on a giant navigation token. If the ship moves onto a navigation token and a special symbol, the ship cannot be moved any farther than that. I think you can move further if you would like, because there's no exclamation point, which means we can just skip over that if we would like to.
Ship cannot be moved onto a rocky waters or what location token? It's blocked by the page mod. Special location. Oh, Rocky Water special location. Okay.
Yeah, it's just it can't move. It can't be moved onto the rocks.
Yeah, you could go into the clouds past the
Do
ship.
we want to?
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to get to the island. That's
Yeah.
your decision.
You have to spend a lot more stuff though, for supplies or more hull.
We already spent 2. It's just to do more to continue. Probably spend 2 next turn to move regardless, so.
Yeah. What do you want to do, Lost Joke?
All right.
Okay. So that's
2
4
more supply.
supplies.
Well, I guess.
We could do 3 supply and 1 hull, but I don't know. I don't know about losing any
You
more
said
hull.
I guess, so I moved it down another 2 supply.
Okay. So we'll just stay here for the moment, because we don't read that until we finish the round. Lost Joke, take your stuff. Your die 2, and then we will read entry 804. ER. Threat +1. Lost Joke. Reduce. Hull. Oh no. Oh, this is okay. No, this is good. This is why. Oh my God, Craig, you saved us. Well, you didn't really save us. We would have been a little bit screwed, but not completely screwed. Reduce hull, crew, and supplies. And or supplies. I don't know what that means. And or supplies?
You can choose which, meaning you could do supplies and hull, all hull.
Oh,
all
I see.
Supplies.
All right, so it's a total of X, X being the value of dial A, which right now is only 1. So move one thing down 1, I guess.
All crew or supplies.
Crew is max right now.
Who
Probably
decides, though?
crew.
Just all of us?
Yeah, I think so. But we kind of come to a decision.
Well, I think some of us starved to death because we weren't fed, so we would go down to 9.
Yeah, I agree with the crew because we're at max crew. We were kind of starting to run low on hull and on supplies. So, all right, and also starting with a player with the highest infamy. Check your constellation events. Nobody has constellation events right now. Did the ship move this round? Yes.
Those crew are just mouths to feed anyway.
So now we're at 977. Yar, is clearing stone written on the ship's log? No. Is this your first time visiting the ocean's edge? I mean, I guess so, yeah.
You stare out into the moonlit waters ahead, watching as you creep closer to the ocean's edge. The captain walks up to you, taking an interest in the somber look on your face.
What's going on, me matey?
He asks. Captain? You respond meekly. Do you really think we're all gonna sail past the ocean's edge? I mean, how do you know the stone's gonna work? Every crew that's ever attempted going deep into that place has never returned. It's the end of the world, Captain. The captain stops you by putting a hand on your shoulder.
Settle down, me matey, settle down. It's all gonna be all right.
But how do you know? You respond, unconvinced. The captain looks straight into your eyes, a move that makes you uneasy. The joy and wild exuberance that usually lies within his gaze fades into a calm and steady stare that pierces you.
I don't.
He responds.
I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if I'm leading us all to the depths of Davy Jones' locker. But I know there has to be more to the world than this. There have been so many clues, so many moments in my life that have told me this place is real. This world that we live in now is broken, and you know it. You can feel it in your bones. I want to see it whole again.
The captain pushes a tin cup of rum into your hands.
Now have a drink and enjoy yourself, me matey. We're still alive, aren't we? And that's worth celebrating.
You sip your drink and let out a small chuckle. To the ocean's edge, I guess.
All right, hull -1. Craig. All players get a reroll token, so everybody gets one reroll. It's the gold one. Lost Joke, that includes you. And then turn to page 15, check threat, or threat is fine. 15. Okay, so I forgot to read this last time, but we're gonna read this time. Staying at sea too long will put a lot of wear and tear on the hull. So these are kind of like potentially a clue as to what we might want to think about doing. Kind of. That's it. It's just we read this, and that's it. And then we start. We do the thing. So the turn order is Lost Joke, then Craig, then me. Lost Joke, you also do the Masked Pirate. Again, don't worry about Hunger Coup. We will have to do Hunger Coup, but don't worry about putting anyone there. I'm going to start the timer.
What do I do with this Masked Pirate?
You just put him on another thing. You will also get whatever is on that thing instead of the Masked Pirate. It's just that it's basically you get 2 figures to put on wherever you want to put. I'm going to start timer 40 seconds right now. Craig. Okay. That's it.
I'm not too fond of this strange tying mechanic.
I know. I don't really. I don't know. I guess it maybe
It
keeps
doesn't
things
really
moving.
Well, see, it only happens in this stage of the game and nowhere else. So then it doesn't really serve a purpose.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to do Hungry Crew because I'm lowest infamy. So 5. Because our crew is still at 5, I think. Our crew is at 9, but our hunger is at 5. Can we do it, Craig? Can we feed our crew? We can, but then we have nothing.
Well, we have 5.
I'm thinking about feeding the crew. I am also going to do this thing. I'm going to discard one of my cards to give us...
Hold
do we
on.
want... What?
You could just let them raid the supplies and get infamy for yourself. It wouldn't make any difference in the end.
That's true.
We can't lose discontent anyway.
Oh, are we at men discontent? No, we are. Okay, well, we'll do that then. Raid supplies. That means I'm max infamy. But then I am also going to do a thing. I'll discontent +2 as well. Lost Joke.
No, that's only if supplies are at 0.
Oh, never mind. Okay, no discontent then.
They're now at 0, though.
I'm going to do a thing real quick. I'm going to discard this card to gain its effects. To get supplies, I guess. Unless we want the hull instead. Get either 2 supplies or 2 hull. Which one do you think would be better?
Hard to say.
Supplies, because
They're
it's
both low.
0.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can potentially last at 0 supplies. It doesn't give us a game over, but if we get at 0 hull, then it's immediate game over.
Maybe hull.
Alright, do hull. Alright. This background music, or the background ambient sounds. Lost
We're in
Joke.
Cursed waters.
It's true. Lost Joke. Masked Pirate. Remember that you get whatever this does. So gaze into the abyss. Exploration +1. Then do a check. It's 12, I think. So it's entry 276. Let us read. Entry 276.
You stare downward into the infinite black depths of the water.
What's that?
A crewmate asks you. What's what? You reply, confused.
Those words you was muttering. All strange and twisted they was. Like something an old witch would be chanting.
I didn't say nothing, you reply. Leave me be. You walk away, hoping they didn't notice what you were holding behind your back.
Oh my goodness. Retrieved card 36 from the story deck. So Lost Joke, you can do a search in the story cards and grab card number 36, Gift of the Abyss, and take that. That does not count against your treasure. You can put it wherever the hell you want.
Which card?
Number 36. You'll have to actually look and see what it says on the card, because I don't think they're properly numbered in the lists, but... Number 36, Gift of the Abyss. And then you can turn that over and... You just get this. This does not count against your treasure. It's just you. That's what you have now. All right. My turn again. Ready cannons. Choose two of the following. I can load a cannon. Spend one supply to load a cannon. We do have one unloaded cannon. Actually, we don't have any supplies to use anyway, so never mind. Tinker with a cannon. Reroll +1 or spend 3 supplies to upgrade. Practice your aim. I can choose 2. I'm going to do the 2 bottom ones. I'm going to get a reroll, and I'm going to aim +1. And that'll be my turn. I don't get a star for that. Craig.
Fill in the captain's scores box and read the entry.
Read entry 045. Also, I keep on forgetting to take this thing off the screen. That's alright, though.
Damn it all!
Captain Vance bellows as you enter his quarters. The place is torn apart. Books, papers, and clothes scattered everywhere. Something wrong, Captain? You ask. The old man groans in irritation.
Nah, what do you be needing, matey?
I found this down below, you answer and hold up a beautifully ornate compass.
Me compass!
He cries, and just like that, all care evaporates from his face.
Thank you, my friend. You don't know how vexed I was to misplace such a treasured item. Here, take this as a proper sign of gratitude.
And he tosses you a useful item. I noticed the strange markings along the edge, you say.
Aye,
Agrees the captain.
'tis written in the old salt tongue. Something not too many people knows about these days. I don't quite recall what it says. Me friend Scroggs told me years ago, before he went and caught a cannonball in his chest. Good pirate, Scroggs. I ever tell you about the time he and I sold liquor to the Royal Navy? Only it wasn't no liquor, it was sheep's laxative.
You sure did, Captain, you say politely. Well, got to be going. Lots of chores to get done.
You get another reroll token and a treasure.
I don't have enough reroll tokens.
You have a lot of goddamn reroll tokens. Which is good, because you also still have 2 of these misfortune tokens.
I got exquisite charts with 62% fewer blood smears.
Nice.
And that's plus swagger and navigation.
Alright, remove your guy, and it's finally Lost Joke. Time for some sailing. Get yourself another navigation +1, and then, use it. Five plus 3 is 8. Well, we're still on the 2nd level, so you get infamy +1. Which means now you are top dog. And, we definitely want to move the ship, but we don't have any more supplies. So...
Maybe we should have let the crew starve.
Meh.
Well, we need to move, so I think we need to move.
Yeah. I did get us to Hull this time, so we're just right back where we started the round at. if we use 2 hull, which is not the worst thing in the world.
Alright.
Alright, we moved. Take your guy and your die. Guy and die.
Gal.
And then we are done with this. Read round entry 806. 806. Threat +1. But it's okay, it didn't tell us to check threat. Lost joke, threat +1. Starting the player with the highest infamy and proceeding clockwise, each player with 1 or more constellations event tokens must resolve. Do we have any? We don't have anybody who got any more constellation event tokens, so. Did the ship move this round?
Sure.
Yes.
Threat +1.
Yes. Lost joke. Lost joke to your job.
Do what?
Threat +1. But it does not tell us to check threat, so this does not matter until it tells us to check it. Did the ship move this round? Okay, bye, Kyle. Read the entry listed on the ship's space. 963. 963. Yar. Have you already visited this island? No.
You arrive on Precipice Island. You see before you a collection of small houses nestled into the cliff's edge that overlooks the ocean. You hear the distant rumbling of the watery barrier that marks the ocean's edge, and you wonder who could choose to live in such a place. You follow Captain Vance to a rickety old bridge that leads to one of the cliffside houses.
Been a long time, me mateys, but I always loved coming here.
He says. The house itself is a crumbling structure made of mismatched parts. You notice a lovely golden telescope reaching out past a hole in the roof, staring up at the dark sky. The captain removes his hat and, licking the palm of his hand, tries to smooth down his great white tangle of hair. When he reaches the door, he gives a nervous knock. The door opens to an old woman whose body and clothing seem to keep with the rest of the house's theme.
JJ?
She exclaims.
She also has a golden telescope sticking up out of her head.
And the two give each other a happy embrace. You learn her name is Esmeralda, and she is quickly able to decipher the map.
Red Rock Island, the Painted Caverns.
She instructs.
That's where you'll be finding that stone.
When you leave a half hour later, bellies warm with tea, Esmeralda grabs one of you by the arm and whispers,
"Take care of him.
and you can see she looks scared.
He's dreamed of this forever. Never enough in this world to keep him happy, keep him satisfied. But it's dangerous. A person who plumbs the abyss too long will never truly make it back out. You remember that."
You leave Esmeralda's home, happy to find that the captain hasn't led you astray, but concerned that the mission you are on is becoming all the more real.
Alright, return all revealed navigation tokens face down to the pile. So I will, do that. I assume that they want us to probably shuffle that. Write Painted Caverns on the ship's log. Painted Caverns on the ship's log. Remove all threat. Lost joke. Congratulations, you have reached the end of part 1. The highest infamy player chooses 2 of the following. That's lost joke. You get 2 of the following. Supplies +3, discontent -2, crew +3, hull +3. I would choose the hull and the supplies probably. But that's your choice, lost joke.
Lost joke.
I'm thinking. Yeah, just do the hull and supply.
Okay, so supplies +3, hull +3. At this time, players may choose to continue on to part 2 or take a break by saving their game and returning to play part 2 at a later date. I mean, I assume that we want to continue playing. Do we want to continue playing? Are we enjoying this?
Yeah. When do we meet this goal, though, to decipher the map? Because we reached Precipice Island.
I think it'll tell us if we decide to continue. It'll tell us to replace that.
All right. Well, I'm up for continuing.
Lost Joke, are you enjoying this game? I see you're very distracted over here. Is this game too boring for you?
No, this isn't distraction.
All right. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you were enjoying the game or not. All right. Well, we will continue on.
After visiting Esmeralda, you visit a nearby town to restock and prepare for the trip to Red Rock Island.
All right, flip objective card 1 over to objective card 2. Lost Joke, you do that.
Where is it?
It's right here. Oops, that's apparently this wasn't. Hold on. This is objective card 2. So just shove it on top of there or whatever. Doesn't matter. All right. So our new objective is to reach Red Rock Island. Wherever the hell that is. We don't know where that is. That could be this. That could be this.
Do. It's right there.
Find the clearing stone. Is what we need. And then turn to page 21. 21. Done. All right. Here we are. There's nothing important to read. We don't have Hungry Crew. So we're good to go. Lost Joke, you are first. Once again, you have the masked pirate to place as well. And then me. And then Craig. I'm going to start the timer. 40 seconds. Starting right now. There's nothing that's required on this one, it looks like, so. I'm gonna go... 20 seconds. Alright. Done. Lost Joke, you're up first. Whispering Waterfall. When you enter the waterfall, you hear a strange voice say, "Speak your desire." Choose one of the following.
Seek to learn a skill.
Alright. That is 310.
Wish granted,
says the waterfall.
You now know how to julienne carrots and other root vegetables.
I what? You cry.
Relax, kid. I'm joking.
Gain one skill of your choice. And also, no one can do this again if we stay here. Oops. What skill did you pick?
Roll.
Okay. My turn,
So
graveyard. Yeah?
The first mate is now also the cook.
Yes. Apparently.
No, that was the masked pirate. That wasn't me.
Still you.
No, it's
Exploration
not.
+1, then a check.
Everything that happens to the masked pirate happens to you.
Nice.
Yeah,
I get
but
a
I'm not the
thingy.
masked pirate.
But what happened to him happened to you.
That's just game. That's game rules.
Kablam.
Masked pirate's the cook.
I guess the masked pirate gets that brown point then.
5 plus 1 is 6. Plus 3 is 9. Read entry 315. 315.
You walk through the graveyard looking at the headstones of legendary pirates like Rory Pukeface McAllister and Captain Wilma Slaughterfist. Pride swells inside you, and when you leave, you do so with a little more piratey swagger.
I gain 2 rerolls. I could have used a reroll then, but I didn't want to. I gain infamy +1, which means I am top dog now. And I gain swagger +1, which also gets me another star. Right here's the only place I can put it. And then action 3 is also now. Oops, I'm forgetting to remove these. Right though. Action 3 is now locked. Lost Joke again. Your turn. Do remember that you do, I think Lost Oak, you still have one reroll token if you ever want to use it. The Sloppy Squirrel. You challenge a pirate to an arm wrestling match. Crew +1. Brawn +1. And then do a brawn check. So if you, since you've already done your die, you can just hit the load button on the cannon and without selecting the die, and it'll automatically do it. Oops. Oh my god. It's fine. He was at 10. So 5 plus whatever your brawn is 7.
Entry 1 or 318.
Right. Entry 318.
You challenge the proprietor, the esteemed Helga Armripper, to a contest of arms. She readily accepts, and as the two of you clasp hands, biceps bulging in ways that make you both look totally cool, you realize you've got what it takes to defeat her. But then she actually makes an effort, and you are sent flying across the room. She laughs.
I like you, kid. You've got spirit.
Thank you, Helga. You call from your place on the floor behind the bar.
Swagger +1, and you also get another reroll token. And then this is also locked. No one can do this again. You can take your guys too. So Lost Oak, since you got an exclamation mark, take one of these tokens into your area. And then also take your guys. Craig, Captain's Mission, so it's just Captain's Mission, alright. Read entry 49.
You wanted to see me, Captain, you ask.
Ah, yes, come here,
Says he with a wave.
I need you to do me a mighty big favor. This here list is all the ingredients I need to make me dear old Mum's pineapple stew. I'd surely love to eat some once more before it's too late.
You got it, Cap. You agree. Then you spend the better part of the day scouring the area for needed supplies. When you finally have them all, you head back to the ship with full arms. But on your way, you spy a small group of merchants with several crates of goods. It would be child's play to steal their booty.
Your choices are: return to the ship with the ingredients you promised the captain, or drop the ingredients you want that booty. Basically, steal shit, but make the captain mad, or fulfill the captain's request.
Well, we know what's in character for me.
True. But do you want to do that?
Go with my character.
All right. You gonna drop the ingredients?
Yeah.
I had some bad luck, Captain, and wasn't able to gather any of the things you wanted. But look it, I nabbed this great loot.
Well now, that is some mighty fine loot.
Agrees the captain, trying hard not to look too disappointed, and he wanders off on his own to deal with the soul-crushing realization that he really is all alone in the world. But you don't know about that, because you're in your bunk, giggling and playing with your new toys.
You get a treasure, which means you're gonna have to get rid of a treasure. Or get rid of this one.
Can I get a supply when I get rid of one?
Yes,
right?
you get one supply for getting rid of something. But at this point, you cannot use the discard function if you have any.
I don't anyway.
All right.
Hey, last joke.
What?
I have a proposal. I was thinking that since we get better results when we get the higher scores on these checks, that we should maybe specialize a little bit, each of us. And since I've got the best bronze so far, maybe you guys should avoid picking brawn so I can get on it, and then
Nah.
you can specialize in something else. And if you consider this
I'm considering
proposal-
that I'm not considering your proposal because I have 3 stars in brawn.
I
and
don't
my
know.
brawn can be higher than yours.
I don't
have
know if
4.
trading cards is a thing that you're able to do.
I'm
if
not
that's
gonna
what you're-
trade cards
All right.
anyway. You have 2 marks in brawn.
Because you kept picking brawn.
Yeah, because I wanted to specialize in brawn.
Well, I have 3 stars up front in my brawn track, so no.
I guess that makes sense. Well, I was gonna say I would get rid of the knife sharpener so I couldn't steal from you anymore. But you've kind of argued that away.
You were probably going to keep it anyway because it's you.
No,
Never trust a thief.
you would have no reason to do anything that we talked about if I just kept it after the whole thing.
I don't have a lot of reason to trust a thief.
I think I'll get rid of the big boy's musket.
All right.
The thing you stole from me.
Yeah.
Put that in the discard pile, and also you gain +3 infamy, which means you are now at the top of the list.
And a supply.
Oh yeah. Well,
Which
that's
I
your...
did.
Yeah, okay. That seems to be it. Now, read entry 809. 809. Threat +1, Lost Joke. And then we are going to be doing our constellation thingies. I think I'm the only one with the constellation thing. You know, Lost Joke has one too.
Guys, we have like 20 threat.
Lost Joke. Why?
Don't run my plate.
Why? Why?
I know what I'm doing.
Why? So starting with highest infamy and then running clockwise. So actually, Lost Joke, you do your thing first because you have a token. So put this token away, and then check off and read your first thing inside your book.
Where is it?
Just next page, and then it's the top of the right page. Check it off too, so we know what you did it.
A Roman numeraled a man for over an hour before sending him to his god. He had been there all those years ago. Maybe it didn't matter. He didn't pull the trigger or give the order. Maybe what matters is that he didn't do anything to stop it. Maybe I don't even need reasons now.
Wow, Lost
I gained
Joke's
Infamy 3.
Lost Joke is taking a dark turn. Okay, Lost Joke is now at the top.
Descending into a spiral of rage, and it's all my fault.
Now it's me.
You chose the misfortune of picking a person who's got a revenge plot.
The blade had been in my family for generations, a symbol of status and prestige passed down through my bloodline. I stole it the night before I left home. The grip is covered in jewels, and the blade is inlaid with gold and depicts a Shiba Inu. A weapon like this doesn't deserve to sit abandoned over some mantle in a bureaucrat's office. I'm sure Father will understand.
Retrieve card 39 from the story deck. Card 39.
You're a sword hoarder.
Nice. And that's it. And then the highest infamy player now, which is Lost Joke, gets to decide, do we stay and lose crew or leave?
When did Lost Joke gain infamy?
When he read his thing. Yeah, he Roman numeraled a man to death.
Okay.
What do you think? Stay or go?
Oh no.
Well, half of the things are locked, so it's pointless to stay.
We are low on supplies, though.
Yeah, we could stay and work the ship and
We're
get
not
more hull and
super low.
supplies. Because multiple people can do these
We
green
are.
ones.
We're less than half.
I guess since multiple
Or we
people
can do
work the
the
ship,
market as well to
it
get
might
supplies.
make sense to stay.
But it's up to you, Lost Joke. What do you think?
I want to stay because our supply is really low.
Okay, we will stay. Crew -1. And then check threat, but we're good on threat, so